Hey guys! Well, did you miss me? I have been stuck in Genesis 2 for a while and I have been trying out a lot of new fun things for you to talk about here on the channel. But to start with, here's a video about what was probably the most requested thing for Genesis 2. We need a MUTAGEL MUTAGEN guide, and this is that guide. MUTAGEN and MUTAGEL are the two new resources that came with Genesis Part 2. These affect, among other things, a topic close to all of our hearts: taming and breeding. MUTAGEN and MUTAGEL both have several uses, which I will demonstrate in a moment. First of all, however, you probably want to know how to get MUTAGEN and MUTAGEL. There are several ways to get both, and I will show you the ones I know of, and if there are more, I will definitely update you. But before we start into this video, don't forget to give this video a like if you like content like this, and if you want to see more in the future. But now let's get into the video. MUTAGEL and MUTAGEN are both closely related, so close that you can craft MUTAGEN from MUTAGEL and convert MUTAGEN back into MUTAGEL, for both of which you need a chemistry bench. To make 6 MUTAGEN you need 800 MUTAGEL. The other way around, you can convert 4 MUTAGEN into 408 MUTAGEL. Not quite a fair exchange, but there are easier ways to get MUTAGEL, and two of them I will show you more in detail. To farm MUTAGEL, you have to go into space. Between the two ring worlds, there is an area where you can find asteroids. On these asteroids you will find a variety of resources that change daily. There are a total of 8 different types of asteroids that can appear. 2 of them are particularly interesting for us. The first one is the ambergris asteroid. In addition to ambergris, it also offers stone, metal and MUTAGEL. MUTAGEL is a byproduct. If you either pick up the brown stones, farm them with a metal pickaxe, or use a mining drill or a farming dino. You can see that the ratios of the different resources change depending on how and what I mine with. You can tell that it's the ambergris phase in space by whether the airdrops on the ring worlds themselves are white in color. If they are, then you have the ambergris phase in space on the asteroids. The second phase you want to look for is the black pearl phase. This is indicated by orange and golden drops on the ring world. If you collect black pearls on the asteroids, you will get MUTAGEL again as a byproduct, and it is therefore worth farming for an entire day in both phases before the asteroids change again. But now you're probably asking yourself, why should I go into the trouble of farming and converting MUTAGEL when I can simply farm MUTAGEN? Well, this sounds easier than it is, because there are between 12 and 30 different places where you can find them. However, only 3 of them are active at the same time, and once you have farmed them, there is an 8-hour delay for the new ones to spawn. In addition, farming also triggers waves of summoners to spawn Rockwell's latest invention of corrupted animals and try them on you. So when you look at it more closely, hopping around on asteroids and farming it as a byproduct isn't that bad. But what do we use MUTAGEL and MUTAGEN for? MUTAGEL, apart from its job as a crafting material, has the task of helping you to hack the tech strider. Depending on the level, you need a certain amount of MUTAGEL and a certain amount of completed missions. To hack the strider, you must have MUTAGEL in your inventory, approach it, and begin the process. The game tells you at which part of the strider's body the hacking process begins. The hacking process is simulated by a minigame in which you have to click all the squares on a line, and then the strider is yours. MUTAGEN, on the other hand, is interesting for us breeders. Although you need it for the final boss fight, its main use will be to improve the stats of our animals. This process only works once, and afterwards the animal is marked as upgraded and you can see it with a little yellow dot. When you place MUTAGEN in the inventory of a tamed animal, it will tell you how much MUTAGEN it needs to increase its stats. This amount depends on the type of animal, but not on its level. For example, a level 1 Giga would need the same amount as a level 224 Giga. If you have enough MUTAGEN, you feed it to your dino, and the dino gets 20 extra levels on top of the ones it already has. The best thing is that these values only come in the stats life, stamina, weight and melee, but not food, oxygen and movement speed. Sorry, healing piggy. The good thing is that these extra levels can be inherited. This means you can create very high base animals, and this saves you at least 10 mutation rounds. and you can start mating with a head start. But that's not all. If you use mutagen on a bred animal, and this is an animal that you have raised yourself, then you get 4 additional levels. Unlike the 20, these are not wild levels and are not added to the base value, but these are free level ups that the game gives you on top. These do not inherit, but they are rather to be understood as a boost of the animal in particular. So see it as a little imprint. Even if 20 free levels feel overpowered, you still have to keep in mind how much effort you have to put into getting the amount of mutagen needed for your dino. For example, my Ankylo needed 93 mutagen, while my Giga needed 99. So it's still a grind fest to farm for resources, but good enough to keep it balanced. And that's it. Now you know what you need to know about MUTAGEN and MUTAGEL. If I find more information, then you will find it here first, because I will keep you updated. And if you have any questions about the topic, please let me know in the comments, because then we can solve them together. Otherwise, don't forget to like this video, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye bye!